Hi and welcome to Whisky Shared. In this episode I'm reviewing Auchentoshan American Oak. I'm Toby and you're watching Whisky Shared. This is my review of Auchentoshan American Oak. My brother was kind enough to lend me his bottle of Auchentoshan. I've never tried an Auchentoshan before. It's a lowland Scotch whisky, and being American Oak, this is aged exclusively in first and second fill ex-bourbon casks. It's only 40%, and yeah, it's a well-known brand, but I've never got around to trying anything from their range. Should we find out what it tastes like? On to the whisky. Right, so this features the new Auchentoshan branding. This American Oak comes in the sort of dark black and sort of burnt orange colour scheme. It's often only £20 on offer in most supermarkets, so I suppose it's quite a bargain single malt. But is it worth it? Let's find out what it's like on the nose. So instantly I get like a spiciness. It's almost reminiscent of a rye whiskey. That sort of rye spice on the nose. Yeah, it really is strong. If I didn't know what this was, I would have thought this was a rye. There's like a sweet vanilla. It's very noticeable, but not too sweet. There's like a cinnamon. There's definitely like a malty character to it. You can smell that as well. But there's also like a hint of vinegar, and with that, yeah, there is like a fresh fruit, almost like green apples, like orchard fruits. Yeah, let's try it on the palate. So it starts off light, and then you get that spicy rye character coming through. Really is confusing for a single malt, and then it's quite oaky, that sort of charred wood. Then it's got a little bit of heat, and then instantly that's leading into a finish which is quite dry and bitter. Let's have another sip. It's quite pleasant. The fact that it tastes like a rye, and I do like a good rye whiskey. It's so unexpected. It's that rye sort of seesaws between a rye and cinnamon. It's that sort of spiciness, and then with each sip you get that heat build on the tongue. So on the first sip it's quite pleasant, and then the heat builds. Not that it's unpleasant, but it builds with each sip. But it's the finish where it lets it down. Although I'd say it's a medium finish, it does linger for a decent amount of time. It goes quite dry and quite bitter really quickly, and I think that's probably the only downside to it. It's a great entry level whiskey. I think if you're not a fan of rye whiskies or that sort of spicy character, then you might not like this, but it's okay apart from that bitter finish. Would I buy a bottle? Probably not now I've tried it. It's okay. It'd be great as a comparison to a rye whiskey. If you've maybe found a rye a bit too harsh, I think you might like that spiciness, but without the harshness, without that really bitey character that you get from a rye. But yeah, it's really surprising for a single malt Scotch whiskey. So yeah, nice, but not nice enough. Sauncher. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, why not give it a like or a comment, and please consider subscribing for more videos like this.